last time I saw you?
Well, I've been doing okay. I'm just still have to deal with all these kids.
Yeah, I know we touched on that a little bit last time. So what brings you back today?
Well, I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm getting old and I still have to deal with all these kids and we live in a shoe.
Yeah, so, I mean, how does that make you feel?
I feel extremely stressed. Really, just dealing with all of them and I have to raise all of these kids by myself and I'm an old woman. I'm not young anymore. Um, their dad should have to contribute some, I think. And plus, we live in that stinky shoe, and I just cannot hardly take it anymore.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, what you're saying is you feel stressed because you're an old woman that lives in a shoe and you have so many kids you're not sure what to do.
Exactly.
Okay, well tell me a little bit more about that. What's like the most stressful part of your day?
Hmm. Well, probably getting the kids ready for school would be the most stressful part. It's just crazy in my house. We have no room in that little shoe. We're crammed in there, trying to get ready for the day. All of us are trying to get ready at the same time, and it's just so unorganized, and it's just a mess. It's so stressful.
Yeah, so would you say you're a person that likes to be organized?
Yeah, I would definitely say that. I mean, I like things to have some structure. When you, when you have as many kids as I do, you almost have to have some type of structure, but it's like just I just can hardly get them out the door in the morning. But yeah, structure would be awesome.
Okay, yeah. I mean, although you may feel stressed during these times, I think the fact that you realize that you have to have structure and that you actually get the kids out the door in the mornings when they go to school is definitely a positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, um,
Yeah, I really enjoy the time that they're gone. After I get them off to school and stuff, it's stressful before they leave, but once they're gone, I have a few hours to myself before I have to go off to work and stuff. So I enjoy that time
yeah,
after I get them off finally.
yeah. So, what do you usually do during this time that you have to yourself?
Nothing, I just like to take my time for myself and just relax and enjoy the peace of quiet and the empty shoe.
Yeah. So, have you always, just relaxed and, taking time to yourself when the kids have went off to school?
No, used to back before it's like our life just got so crazy. I used to use that time to organize and um, clean things in the house and stuff while they were gone, and I could do my laundry and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And that was good when back when I could do that.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Okay, well, like on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being, no stress at all and 10 being very stressful, what would you say your stress level was like when you were doing that, when you were organizing things, when you were cleaning the home, when the kids were at school?
Well, now that I think about it, you know, scaling it, I definitely wasn't as stressed then as I am now. Probably around a 3. It really helped when when I was able to take that time to organize and stuff. It seemed like it really helped things to go more smoothly in the
Mm-hmm.
mornings, like the next morning. Um, when you know where everything is and have some sort of routine,
Mm-hmm.
it really helped things to go better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, having those few hours to yourself was definitely like a positive resource that you had to utilize.
Yeah, I guess so. I never really thought about it like that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in those hours you have now where you're relaxing and everything, do you think that maybe you could use that time to start, cleaning and organizing like you did before?
Well, yeah, probably actually. Um, I definitely probably could, and the shoe was starting to stink really
Yeah.
bad. So I do need to do some major house cleaning.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna kind of ask you an unusual question right now, but this really seems to help a lot of people. So, let's say that you were to go to bed tonight, and when you wake up in the morning, like a miracle has happened. Everything is perfect the way, that you want it to be. Um, what would that look for you?
Well, my shoe would be more organized, and my kids wouldn't be around, and I'd have just, a empty shoe to myself, probably.
Okay, all right. Well, if we were to make it something, a little bit more realistic, because your kids probably are still going to be there, and everything. What do you think that would be?
Well, I guess I would just have my shoe would be nice and organized and clean. All these kids that I have would help me out around, and realize that I can't do everything. I'm just an old woman.
Yeah.
They need to help out.
Okay. Well, what would that look like for you? Like, how would that happen?
Well, maybe I guess the older kids could have chores, and they could help the younger ones get ready and stuff in the mornings.
Okay. Well, if that did happen, and the older kids had chores, and um, they help the younger kids get ready in the mornings and stuff like that. I mean, what would happen then?
Well, I would have more time to myself, and I would be able to actually enjoy the time that I have with my kids instead of running around like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, do you think that maybe you could move in that direction?
Well, probably. I think I could.
Okay. What do you think you could do to move in that direction?
Well, I guess when my kids get home, I could start by having a conversation with them, and just assigning them chores and explaining that I really could use their help. I mean, they know how hectic it is in the morning, so they should want to help too. And the free time I have when they go to school, I could start using that time to
Yeah.
organize things and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I think that's a great start. I think that's something you should really, start working towards. Now, on a scale from 1 to 5, with 1 being not ready at all and 5 being you could do this as soon as you went home, where do you think you're at with starting that? With having that discussion with them and assigning chores, and maybe during, that free time that you use to relax.
Well, I'm probably like a 4 out of
A
5.
4? Okay. All right. What do you think puts you at a 4?
Well, I realized that things were better before, and stuff, and they could get better when I was taking the time to organize and stuff. So I am here ready to try this at least.
Okay, well, I think you've made some great progress during this session, and I think you have a really good plan in place to start to reduce that stress and, make things better. So, I mean, what do you think, is there anything else that you want to address today?
No, I feel a lot better actually. There's nothing else that I can think of that I want to talk about.
Okay. Well, if you're ready to put that plan in place, reduce your stress and everything, I think it's went really good. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel good about it.
Okay. All right. Well, feel free to call up here and schedule another session. Is that something you think you might want to do?
Yeah, I probably will, just so we can touch base about the cleaning
Yeah.
and everything, and how after I talk to my kids and
Mhm.
stuff about their chores, make sure that goes okay and everything.
Well, I think that's a great idea. I really look forward to hearing from you.
Okay, thank